Well, Bitcoin is flirting with a test of this year's lows following a cryptocurrency sell-off that again pushed the sector's overall market value below $1 trillion. The largest digital token has shed more than 6% this week alone and was trading at about $18,775 US at earlier this morning. To get more details about this is a friend of the show, businessman and cryptocurrency investor, Rukesh Naik. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon again on Talk 100.3.
Good evening. It's always a pleasure to join you on 100.3 FM.
Rukesh, 18,838. That's where I'm looking at the number of, the Bitcoin pricing. It has gone through a slump, like a massive fall. What do you think is the reason behind this?
See, over the period now, crypto has shown a correlation with the equity markets and the other capital markets of the world.
Mm-hmm.
When crypto started, it was simply a demand-supply situation,
right,
where it was going up and down based on the people's greed, or you call the hunger to buy. So it was pure supply-demand. It was not correlated to the equity market.
Okay.
However, in the recent times, it has started correlating with the equity market, and hence they are following the equity market.
Okay.
We all know that the interest rates are rising.
Right.
It is rising on every announcement that the US Fed is making.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is pushing the market, and in correlation, the crypto markets as well.
Right. So you think the way it is moving, this is not a baseline that we've created. It could further go down.
Well, looking at the charts, there is some more ground to cover on the south side for the crypto.
Mm-hmm.
That seems unfortunate for people who have invested big time.
Right.
But then it will see a further fall is what I could see on my charts. And that's my opinion, of course,
right,
with the disclaimer that would usually come. But there is still some ground to cover on the south side is what I feel, given the rising consumer prices and the rising interest rates.
Well, we're seeing those rising interest rates. Many governments are really putting up those interest rates to try and curb inflation. I mean, how much of an impact is that having on the price of cryptocurrencies?
Well, definitely. Why these people are increasing the interest rates, that is to curb the inflation.
Right.
As you increase the interest rates, it is difficult to borrow. The cost of borrowing goes high.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, because if you want to put it in the most simplest logic, people will try to sell and capitalize what they have instead of borrowing.
Makes
if
sense.
you look at this as a school of thought, then the equity market is followed by the crypto, and that's where people are panicking. And because it's going down, because of the sentiment, people think it's going further down and they try to sell. As selling comes in, prices start to fall.
Right.
This is what is happening.
But I mean, that's always the basic, right? I mean, if a selling trend starts, the price of equity or now crypto will see a forward slump, and as soon as the bigger investors, the whales as they say, realize that hey, this is a good point, and they start buying from that point on, again the market gets a little bullish. Is that a trend that we will also see in the crypto as we see normally in equity?
Yeah, definitely. Because when a system goes down in terms of pricing, people sell in panic, and then there are buyers who have enough liquidity to pick up the stocks at the lower prices.
Right.
This is what happened in Dubai real estate as well, where prices fall in the last 1.5 years, and now it has started picking up. So those who are liquid kings, cash kings, they bought it at the lowest price. So this, as I said, with a furthermore ground to cover on the south side, this will take a U-turn. It has to take a U-turn because the economy is growing.
Right.
If you look at the 10 years earlier data, not on crypto, but let's talk stocks, which has been around for centuries. So let's take a data of a 10-year horizon. It will definitely be on the plus side. What has happened now is a day-to-day trading price pattern thing because of the news and the events. So it will cover up. It will cover up.
Shakes and leaves, we often called it in Australia. Yeah, shakes and leaves. But yeah, whilst we're seeing Bitcoin drop, below that $1 trillion cap, there looks to be a lot of optimism towards Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. Why do you think Bitcoin's taking the dip compared to other cryptos?
Basically, what is happening is Bitcoin has led the pack always because it was a pioneer.
Right.
And people always wanted to, keep their money in Bitcoin itself. But Ethereum has slowly caught up with as much as trend as the Bitcoin, offering a lower entry ticket than Bitcoin. So obviously, people are working towards a more stable cryptocurrency in terms of investment, Earlier, there was only one word, Bitcoin and other currencies. Now it is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other currencies. That's
Right.
why people are, the Ethereum is gaining more popularity because of the low entry ticket size. So people with lower amount can also enter. And it is more stable because of the Ethereum technology also on
Right.
which it is based.
0586861003 is the WhatsApp number. Varun has got a question for you. He's asking, what are your views and what is happening with Shiba cryptocurrency?
Well, basically, if you look at, I would suggest all of you that please follow the leaders because there is enough liquidity in these counters rather than the exotic counters. Obviously, you play your own risk because these exotic counters can double or triple anytime, but
Right.
they carry their own risk. So always play where the entire crowd is playing because the trend, you will be able to spot the trend and follow the trend rather than going for the exotic one. So if you want to be in a particular coin which is not on the leading pack, decide your risks and enter on those risk levels only.
I bet, Rakesh, that's not fun.
Obviously.
The market is all about risk and speculation. It is
Yeah, what
true
about
with
get rich
everything in
quick? I
life.
want to get rich quick.
No, I don't know.
If you were an early starter in 2010, you would have got
Yes.
rich quick by 2015. But now cryptocurrency has also joined the league of the equities and the other markets, so they'll follow the trend now. So a lot of things will be different here on.
But I mean, when it comes to meme coins, like we saw Doge coming in, and with one tweet
Right.
of Elon Musk, the price would just go 100 times more, and then suddenly drop the very next day. Is there any sort of sensibility in investing in that, or if you're doing like a day-to-day trading, day trading where you put in like a very small amount, multiply that to cover your losses someplace else?
Definitely. To answer your question in two parts, is there a point in investing in such coins? These coins, we don't really know that they have established their metal over a longer term horizon.
Right.
So don't put your investment there. Rather, I would say these coins would be good for trading of day in and day out, where you study the pattern, get in, get out at an earlier horizon. Let's say 1 day, 2 day. That's a trading thing.
Right.
Unless they establish their metal as long-term players like a Bitcoin or a Ethereum,
Makes sense.
or something like a stock of a Apple or a Tesla, they have established their metal. So
Right.
you can put it for 5 years. Which you cannot do for most of the Bitcoin, most of the crypto coins, but you can do it for Bitcoin because it has established its metal.
Makes
So
sense.
you need to take your pick on where you want a longer term horizon, place a part of your capital there, and a shorter term horizon, place a part of your capital there.
Well, Rakesh, it's always great to get your thoughts, as always, on the current state of Bitcoin and the wider cryptocurrency market. Rukesh Naik, businessman and cryptocurrency expert, thank you again for your time on Talk 100.3.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure. 0586861003 if you want to get